There we go, and we are live. Let's see who's first in the chat today. Why is it not showing up? There we go. Get this shared out on Twitter real quick. It's always the Twitter. Live. Get the tags out. How is everyone doing today? Look at the market today. Definitely a lot better of a day in the market. And get all the tweet tags. Got all the people tags. Got to get all the tweet tags also. Yeah, PROG is getting welded. Hey, Wrestler, Danelle, welcome to the chat. Just got it up on Twitter, like, right as I was putting my phone down there. Let me switch everything over so I can see. Yeah, PROG is getting beat on a little bit. Yeah, how is the Wrestler? Wrestler, looks like you updated your picture there. So PROG did run down and touch $2 even. That is that little butter zone right there. You know, everyone knows my favorite number is $1,000. Man, if you're sitting on $1,000, pick up 500 shares right on the spot. But as you can see, PROG broke through the bottom end of the lower channel. They broke through last Thursday, came back up, got a little bit of a recapture in the morning, and got pushed back down again. PROG is primed for the buying of shares. That should just... It's at the point where you just start stacking shares on top of each other, like finding room in your building, like rent a warehouse in order to store your PROG shares. I mean, at that price right now, just load up and... if you're Claybro, definitely would be the time to start averaging down. That $2 mark, you just keep buying and buying at that price. AMC is still bouncing around the upper, right at the upper edge of this channel. And that is nice to see that, these levels are, holding up pretty well. The original mid-range was based off of back here around the 10th and 12th and 13th of December, off the low end. And if we look, we're almost starting, we've got a nice little double tap right here on the low end, and that'd be a good place to look at a level of support. It's already held up twice already, once on the 23rd, last Thursday, and then today already. Let's jump in. Looks like we're picking up quite a bit of sideways trading. Sideways trading right at this 28.75. So that's that might for the rest of the day hold up as an intraday support level. Resistance of core, we didn't get quite up to 30, but that psychological level, I look for 30 to hold up pretty well. Whoa. What is Weeble doing? Oh. Clicked on Shib and Weeble gave me some kind of other... Weeble gave me a pop-up. Oh, and we have an official stream now because we do have an eggplant in the chat. I swear there are peeps who just don't realize how much of a good time we have on this channel. God, that is a gorgeous run-up on Shib right now. I'm hoping we'll keep running and we'll punch through the 4,000 That'll be absolutely wonderful. But it is certainly is looking to be a good day in the market. You know, PROG being down, kind of not exactly a good thing, but if you're looking to buy shares, definitely definitely is a good thing. I'm sure. Well, let's jump over on PROG. Let's see how further out calls are looking. Even though I'm options off on PROG right now. I just don't think options are that safe right now on PROG. It still never hurts to look at the options, see what's going on. Let's check those January monthlies because it gives us plenty of time for price movement to happen. So yeah, looking the 3.5 and 4s aren't that bad. They got about the same value. They're under $10 a contract. You're giving yourself a little bit less than a month for these to play out. So I mean, like I said, I'm options off on PROG, but certainly if you have a lotto ticket depending upon how he plays like $2 or $3. Well, this isn't much more than that, and you actually have better potential or better odds of it running up and making money here. So if you're looking to play options, could jump in. If you look though, the 2.5 calls, there are a lot of contracts open already. Over 34,000, still a month out on those. That does give you plenty of time. Just looking at it, you'd probably look to get these if you went ahead and hit the bid at 20, or even slapping the ask. Slap the ask at the 25. But yeah, that's a lot of people in at those 2.5s right now. So how was everyone's Christmas? Hey, Simon, welcome to the chat. AMW wiping. AMC wiping? Jump over on AMC, kind of have a look at their... Of course, Simon with the single letter spam going on. So yeah, let's, because I always like to play AMC a little bit closer. For AMC, I don't look far out on their contracts because I like to sell, which means I like time working for me, and the sooner the contracts, the faster they lose value. These 22s, they wouldn't be bad if it got up around a quarter to $25 premium you're collecting. Theta's almost $10 a day though on these, so that's not bad at all. My holiday was good. Got to was part of the start of my vacation. I'm in a 10-day vacation right now. I bought calls on Sundial for 50-cent calls for April. Okay, SNDL, right? I think that's Sundial. Options. April monthlies, 108 days out, 50 cent. So Simon, what kind of fill were you able to get on those? Because that's not looking too bad. If Sundial decides to go on a tear, they'll definitely be. I just bought them. I don't know anything about it. Bad, Simon. Bad. Oh, we will be popping all kinds of stuff up on me. To 27 cent. So you're already down. You bought at 27. I always like to go off the mid when I'm calculating. So it looks like you're down about $5 a contract right now. Looking at the, if you, hey, Outdoor Smile, welcome to the chat, man. So if you look over, that is not really that bad of a play, Simon. You can actually sit on these for quite a bit. The smart thing is you're giving yourself plenty of time for these to play out. And if you look at your theta, I mean, your theta is 0.0005 cents per share. I mean, so yeah, those are, you've definitely, it's definitely good that you got them that far out. If you do see a run up, if Sundial pops to $1, you're not going to see his full price because the delta is actually based on $1 movement. But if it runs up 35 cents, you can look to see about $24 per contract, as long as if it happens fairly soon. So Sundial running to $1 within like the next 3 weeks to a month, yeah, you're going to make some good money off that. You saw high delta and went in. Yeah, and that's the further out you go, you're going to have a lesser theta on those. So yeah, if you see a high delta and a low theta, those are definitely good to at least if you don't want to hold them long term. Of course, you can hold them long term because you're only paying. You only pay $27 a contract, so you could hold these longer and. You could probably even set a stop loss at $10. If you're comfortable with it, it's a 60% loss. More of a loss than I usually like to take. But the upside potential, if something, if out of the blue, the government comes out and we get nationalized legalization, everybody in this sector is going to be crushing it. So yeah, that theta is definitely good theta. And I'm going to look the next level up because yours are already in. Yeah, so that could turn out to be a really, really good trade for you. The key thing is, by getting the April contracts, you're giving yourself plenty of time to be right. When you buy calls a week out, 2 weeks out, you're not giving yourself a lot of time unless there's so much volatility that it's just gonna start ripping, within the next couple days. But yeah, getting your contract, getting contracts further out, especially, you're looking at 4 months, 5 months. Illegal growers went poor when they went legal. How is it Sundial ever going to make money? Yeah. Sundial, at this point, looking at their share prices, it's like they couldn't sell ice water to, a man dying of heat exhaustion in the middle of the Sahara. Whatever's going on with them, they just have not been, let's jump out on the daily. So yeah, we go back to June. June just stepped down the whole way. Earnings, the last earnings looks like they hit pretty good, had a run up, and it started to fall off again. How much further out? Back in February. February, they had a huge rip. Almost $4 a share. Yeah, if they hit another run like that on a $4 run with those April contracts, if they run that in the next, even the day before expiration, those are going to print. But the further out they run, the more you're going to make, or the further away from expiration. Frank, PROG when moon. With the share price on PROG being as low as it is, don't want to sound like one of those people, but literally at this share price and with all the developments in PROG, this could rip at any time, and I don't see why it hasn't ripped, especially coming off this $2. $2 should be like dollar signs in the eyes of Wall Street, to buy this up. Let's see. Wrestler asked when fun. When fun moon. Yeah. Fun, they just. Let me get both these up here. Oh, SLI's running. Yeah, my lithium's running today. Let me get in here on fun. UN. There we go. Funware. So fun, when you have a $3 strike price and your volume it's not even up to 4 million volume yet today. Fun needs a whole lot of excitement for people to come in. It is in the, it's still holding nicely in that lower buy channel. I said, fun, much like PROG, is one of the ones where I'd be leery of options. I'd be more into buying shares and flipping it back and forth. The only thing is, fun is currently, what are they at right now? Right about $3 a share, is it? Yeah, so they're 50% more than PROG, but I look at PROG and fun the same way as how I would play them. As far as the companies go, they're totally different. Totally different sectors. The fundamentals on fun are not quite as strong. But let's go ahead and take a look. Let's grab those options calls single and let's look at the April calls and see how they stack up. Oh, I don't have Aprils. All right, we'll go ahead and let's grab the March. So this is kind of looking at the same thing that with Sundial on that option play. Again, you're seeing a really high delta. The trouble is with these, so they're not as far out as the April. Hey, there's our first Russian bot of the day. So if you're looking to play fun a little bit further out, 50 cent a day, currently 63. Yeah, fun is just another one that if I was playing fun, it would be, it'd be another situation of options off. I would strictly be swing trading and day trading shares. And because the only reason I would play fun in that capacity at all is just because if you look at these huge spikes they've gotten, rather than seeing a ridge line, seeing it start to run up and pull back and run up and pull back, we're seeing huge spikes. So that's the only reason I would play fun. But dollar for dollar, I think that playing PROG would be better than fun. There we go. Good job, wrestler. Yeah, definitely a ton of selling on PROG. But really, when you look at it, let's how is PROG's? I want to check PROG's volume real quick. The numbers on Webull at the top, they can be kind of wonky, so I'd rather use two sites at once. So yeah, they're just over 10 million shares today. Some super tiny candles in here. What are we looking at? 7,000 volume, 3,000 volume. Yeah, some of these candles are, whoa, 417 volume. Yeah, but I still think we're in a little bit of a lower volume trend going into the new year. Just a whole lot of people, in all lines of work, taking vacations, taking time off. Wasn't expecting much, pretty much from the start of Christmas week till New Year. I was expecting that whole 2 week run just to be low volume, lower prices. That is a bunch of high volume, or not high volume, high frequency trading right in this range through here. If you look at the tops and the bottoms here, almost all of them are lining perfectly up. But if you look on the 1 minute, we have not, PROG has not hit an overbought, and all the oversolds are just like little tag and runs. It drops down, it hits right about 30, and then pulls back up. So this could be, a lot of people doing computerized high frequency trading, just grabbing those, a couple tenths of a cent per share and just bouncing it back and forth. So what is everyone else up to? I'm actually off of work until the 3rd of January, so I've got a whole bunch of time available to just kind of hang out with the community and use my blue wrench over on Clay Bros. Oh, what am I looking at? I thought I was back on PROG. Oh, there we go. There we go. Why did y'all tell me I was still on fun? Me being all easily distracted and stuff. Same thing though. You can literally drop a line. In fact, we'll drop a temporary line here. 5 foot one. Let's grab another line. No. And grab that one. I have fun with the lines now. So yeah, looking at it, and you could even add another one on this channel right here. This is just, and a lot of it's just because how low the share price is, and there isn't too much movement. But when you look at it, you don't see this with higher price stocks. That's why I'm just having some fun with it. But yeah, you got, okay, those look to be, those are right about half cent little stoppers right there. So yeah, that definitely could be the high frequency traders who are using algorithms just just a drop down, run up, drop down, run up, drop down, run up. They're not collecting much, but they're just collecting, steadily throughout the entire day. So we'll go ahead and delete those now, just so when we zoom out, it doesn't throw me off with a shiny bauble. How are we looking in the chat? Oh, wow. Pretty decent grouping of people in here. Okay, now that let's get back over to AMC. As I was saying earlier, AMC looks to be holding this upper level quite nicely, right at that $28 mark. It has dropped down, it's dropped through. I almost wonder about moving this line up maybe closer to 26. Let's do that. I kind of want to bring it up to 26 and zoom back out and look and see how it goes. So yeah, it's still capturing from back here on the 10th. So it looks like 28, 26, and I'm still liking that 2250 as the bottom. Yeah, as I've stated before, we did have the punch through, which was about a 15-minute punch through, but other than that, that 2250 has held up perfectly, and that kind of cues me in. So we'll check the call side of the house real quick. Need PROG short interest. I am not sure if any who actually posts that. I know, looking at the numbers and looking at how PROG's price has been moving, I know if anything's been covered, it's been in such small quantities that it really hasn't affected the share price. But are you looking to Wrestler to see if the short interest has increased? Because let me real quick see if I can find this. Yeah, because PROG short interest, the closest date I get is the 30th of November. Let's see if I can find something a little bit more recent. I'm trying to check what day these reports are from. Yeah, the numbers I'm looking at, I don't think they are current, because they're still showing a short interest over 17%, and we do know that 4% of those did cover a while back. So unless they've been really, really shorting the stock back down. Unfortunately, for me, it's not economical to get Ortex myself. But as far as PROG goes, I'm more into PROG for a long-term play. That's why I'm looking at shares and just trying to grow my position. When the shorts do cover, it's going to drive the price up. But fundamentally, I think PROG is worth a lot more than the $2.05 where it's at right now. I don't respect that low price. I think the price should be higher. And a lot of traders do, and that's, of course, that's why people are in the position, on top of, those who don't believe the short squeeze thesis, they're investing because they recognize the value in the company, and PROG does have a lot of value to it. And that's why, PROG just, all it takes is the right patent, the right partnership signed, and their price is going to take off even without the short squeeze kicking off. So yeah, looking at the calls here, these covered calls are still really dangerous. Oh, and this is here in the States. This is a 5-day trading week. The market is open on Friday. For those who are looking at thetas. So let's jump over. We're going to drop down, check our vertical, our bull put spreads. So there is a little bit of a gap from the quarter to the thirds. They're not looking too bad though. Still, for safety's sake, I like the 24, 25, 25, 26s. I like being down in this range. But I wonder if you didn't mind having your money tied up, how are those January monthlies looking? And of course my Weeble's taking his time loading data. There we go. So if you were in the monthly play on bull puts, oh, there's one of the WhatsApp comments from a Claybro video. If you're looking a month out on these bull put spreads, if you didn't mind your money being tied up for that long, let's do a price comparison down and see where the 25-26s hit a quarter. Because looking at these, it's 36 right now. Oh, I agree. Same one. So 25-26s, wait for it to load. So anyone else in some interesting plays or made any good trades lately? Yeah, see, still up at 34 cents for those. Oh, Corsair Gaming? Yeah, because did you enter in Corsair Gaming last week? Not trading anything, all my money's tied up in AMC. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Simon. I mean, definitely because, AMC is, even compared to GameStop, I think AMC has a higher potential than GameStop. So yeah, I wish I had spare money to. I wish I had spare money to play Tesla options. Yeah, Janelle, no problem. So calls and puts are your two most basic forms of options, whether you're buying or selling. And a call is when you buy a call, you're buying the right to call shares away from someone else, to purchase the shares at whatever strike price you choose. Let me jump over on that chart. So we're going to go off the chart here, and so we're going to use the 38s here. So say you believed that AMC prices was going to go on a run within the next 11 days, and you thought it was going to be a fairly decent run. Like recapturing 40, recapturing 40, getting up 41, 42, 43. So you would go out and you would buy yourself a call, the right to call shares away. Now, in order to buy a call, you have to pay a premium. And the premium currently, people are bidding $48 per contract, because this 48 cents, you're doing a contract for 100 shares. So they're looking at 48 cents per share, so it'd be a $48 contract. And the people are asking for 50 cents a share. Now, this is just, you were purchasing the right. So if you chose to, you could exercise this contract, meaning that if AMC ran to $100 a share, by buying this contract, even if the price ran up to $100 a share, you have the right but not the obligation. Or we were at the 38. Sorry about that. Oh, that it keeps moving because we're bouncing right on the even dollar mark. So you have the right to buy 100 shares at $38 a share. So if it ran up to $100 a share, you could go ahead and buy them at 38 and immediately turn around and sell them at $100. So pretty much you'd be making $62 per share profit off of that, and that's for the 38 to 100 run. Now, anytime before that, say you went ahead and bought these, you paid $49 for a contract, and it ran up, the share price ran up $1. Well, if it ran up $1, the value of these contracts would immediately gain $18.50 per contract, because the delta tells you if the share price moves $1, this is how much your contract value will change. So the faster it runs up, the more money you would make. And that's pretty, in the simplest terms, that's all a call is. You pretty much have the right to buy at the strike price that you chose. And any time before that, you could, if it turned out to where you were making money off those, you could sell them back, which essentially you'd be selling a call, and you would collect whatever the current premium is. So, if you paid $49 per contract to enter them, and this value shot up to, $80, well, you could go ahead and sell them back for $80 and net yourself a $31 profit. And that goes back to, you've heard sometimes in streams where I'll be talking, I sold a covered call and I went ahead and closed it at 70% profit. That's pretty much, what I do is not ride them all the way to the end, but if I see a decent profit, I close them out early just to lock in my profits. Yeah, Danelle, there's certainly nothing wrong with asking those questions. That's the main reason I set this channel up, is for people who have questions about options. We do a pretty decent market overview, if we're not talking options and everything. But yeah, certainly anytime anyone has an options question, they can just chime in with it, and to the best of my ability, I'll answer that question. Yes, Simon, options can definitely be confusing. That's why most brokerages actually have options locked until they want you to have a questionnaire, to check your risk tolerances, to see if you understand what's going on with them. Because one of the key differences, Danelle, between shares and options have expiration dates. Shares don't. You can buy shares and you can hold them forever if you choose. With options, with these right here, in 11 days, these contracts will expire. So they're either going to be worth something or they're going to be worth nothing. So that's part of where the danger part of the danger of options comes in, is that they have expiration dates. And it's not uncommon for people to get options that end too soon. They don't give themselves time for the stock to move the way they want it to go. So yes, whenever you're buying a contract, just like with buying shares, there's always a seller. So if you're playing the other side of this, which anytime you're dealing in options, each contract represents 100 shares. So options are kind of a way that, if you have smaller accounts, if you can't afford 100 shares, well, options gives you, there's several different ways you can play options to simulate having 100 shares, because you're dealing in a 100 share block. So whenever you're entering any kind of contract, there's always some form of payment. I think I'll still to buying and holding. Yeah, nothing wrong. Buying and holding. Buying and holding for the ape community is tried and true. Oh, might stick to buying and holding. Yeah. For the most part, I use options just to collect a little bit of cash. Most of my regular portfolio, you're safer that way. Yep, Simon, definitely safer just buying and holding. Most of my portfolio I receive dividends on, so I kind of view limited option playing just as a way to collect a dividend on AMC. Collect a little bit of cash for owning. I'm going to jump back over on the vertical on my bull puts. Oh wow, these moved quite a bit. Oh no, 25, 26s. Yeah, I was looking at those looking at a quarter up on those. Oh, hang on, I gotta get rid of the phone call. Oh. I hate robocalls. Not much of a gambler. You own AMC shares. You're in the stock market, so you're a little bit of a gambler. Because we don't know, there's there are always the people who, and a lot of it is, please click on my video stuff. AMC to 100,000 a share, AMC to 500,000 a share. We don't know how high the MOAS is going to go. So in a sense, just playing AMC, playing the short squeeze, playing GameStop, playing PROG, we're all gamblers. It's just different levels of risk that we're willing to take. But yeah, as far as gambling goes, the safe bet is buy and hold. That'll always be the case. There's me. I don't like sitting back and waiting. That's why I play options and play them the way I do, because just to make a little bit of money here and there. A year ago, I bought a call on JNUG and didn't know options at expiration date instead of selling my contract. Exercised and bought 100 shares, paid almost 10,000. Ouch! Yeah, that is Simon, I am sorry I did not have this channel up and running at this time, or at that time. I hate those calls too. I answer my phone as a little kid, avoid most unwanted calls that way. Oh, well, this was a computerized robocall. And unfortunately, that's the base unit for all the for the rest of the phones in the house. So unfortunately I can't. If there's a way to turn the ringer off, I haven't found it. But yeah, looking at it, for me personally, these 2526s for 11 days out for $28 a contract for premium received, that is a fairly decent way to quarter up. So how are my channels looking for 2526s? Yeah, ever since we had that run up on the 17th, those 2526s look like they might be pretty safe. We had, we ran down twice, had these little taps right here just at the 27 mark. So I might, it is looking like it is open season on bull puts on AMC now. Just, I want to be cautious because I don't want to have another rundown like I experienced before where, I had bull puts and it blew right through my contracts before I could even blink. I didn't know I could sell my contracts. I thought I had to exercise it and buy the 100 shares. I bought them. Talked to my coworker. He said I could have just sold. Yep, that's. Hey, Toad. Welcome to the chat, Toad. Yeah, I had a very good Christmas. And Christmas being at the beginning of my vacation was yeah, Christmas was good. I got my son the computer my son was using was my dad's old computer. It's probably about 12, 14 years old. I mean, so, hey, Riptide. Hey, everyone's starting to come in here now. So my son was using his grandpa's old computer. And for Christmas, I got him I bought him a new computer. It is the first time he's had a brand new computer of his own. And based off what he was using before, it was probably a 4x or a 5x improvement on what he had before. So he's happy. He had a couple games that he wasn't able to play because his old computer just couldn't run them. And he may end up he's kicking around the idea of starting streaming video games, which I'd kicked around the idea of that too. I'm just not too good at, I'm not that good at video games, but I thought it'd be fun just to play games and have a bit of fun. I've seen on YouTube that market cap is irrelevant during the MOAS because the mean average cost of AMCs is market cap in which sense, Toad? Because when your market cap is just the available shares times the current share price. So yeah, the market cap is going to be, on AMC it's going to be irrelevant because let's let me get in here real quick, get on AMC. So yeah, if we look at AMC right now, current market cap is 14.8 billion. And we're currently, what is our current share price is right about 29, we'll call it $29 a share. Maybe Frank could spice things up with a little bit of pepper. Hey, it was funny on Thursday when I dropped the salt shaker on Claybro after that. So AMC, we'll call it $29 a share right now, and we're looking at a $14.8 billion market cap. Well, if AMC decides it's during the MOAS that it's going to run up to, let's say, $2,900 a share. So now we're looking at, that'll be a 10x run up. So we'd be looking at a $1.4 trillion market cap. AMC is not a $1.4 trillion company. So yeah, during the MOAS, it is going to be kind of irrelevant, the market cap, because the numbers we're going to be dealing with are so huge, but they're not going to be stationary numbers. As soon as the MOAS happens and the shorts have covered and the price comes back down, it'll have a more realistic market cap. So yeah, during the MOAS, anytime you get a short squeeze situation and stocks just blow up, yeah, your market caps are going to be kind of irrelevant at that point. A wrestler calling for the man with my beard. I don't know. I don't know how well the peach would work because my beard comes down to here. So that is definitely beyond a fuzzy peach. Kind of when you think about it, wrestler, it would actually be with how much hair there is, it would be closer to being like a coconut. If you've ever seen like a regular coconut after you crack the outer husk and it's got all the hair on it, yeah, this would be more of a coconut here. So it looks like we're seeing a little bit of a pullback in AMC. Oh, yeah, it's still kind of riding this channel, just pulling back a little bit from this high we had right about 13.15. Just coming back a little bit, but looking to kind of trade sideways for the rest of the day. I'm not sure he meant your chin. No, he's talking about the peach. Yeah. Yeah, so how was everyone else's Christmas? Let me. I'm gonna look back through the chat a bit. What did Father Christmas bring? I got a whole bunch of different Star Wars stuff. I got a snow globe of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I also got a it's an acid proof paper map of all the shipwrecks of the Great Lakes. Which is funny because the first thing I did was when I opened the map, I looked for the dot for where the big Fitz went down. My absolutely amazing goddess queen soul wife got me a new glass, got me a horn mug. No, Frank does not do acid proof paper. Wrestler. Moved my mother-in-law into our house Christmas. Been wanting to. Oh. Can't advocate that. Just remember, if you go to Renaissance Fair, avoid wild carrots. Yeah, Riptide Rib. Yeah. Let's see what we got going on here. But yeah, I also got you can tell I'm getting old because I was excited that I got new pajama bottoms. Got me a super warm set of fuzzy slippers. Absolutely love those. Oh my god, feet were so warm wearing those. Absolutely wonderful. But yeah, I got my horn mug for drinking out of. So definitely loving that. As y'all can see, because usually I've got the energy drink can or the Mountain Dew bottle. Well, now I drink from the horn. So I don't know about Father Christmas, but it might have been brought by the All Father. So my fiance, I ended up. So it started to get cold early, so I did get her an early holiday present of some super nice warm uh, ice fishing type gloves for when going out on walks and stuff in nature. You just because it gets really cold. If you haven't been to northern Minnesota in the winter, like January February time period, when we start hitting -30, -40 temperatures, it's so I got her those, and her main gift, which it was wrapped so beautifully that neither one of us wanted it to be open, but I ended up getting her a laptop for Christmas. Got slippers, bought 2-year-old 15 more AMC shares for Christmas. She'll thank you later. Yeah, that's the gift of investments is always the fact that you're looking out for their future. And I remember when I was growing up, we didn't have God, there was barely an internet back then. And mostly it was just for emails. There was no online gaming, no social media, no nothing like that. But my dad actually, for my sister and I, would purchase savings bonds. Just like regular $50 saving bonds. And it was just, kind of a way to invest in the future. Who owns the most AMC shares in this chat? I don't go into actual portfolio sizes. I do think that if Grandpa Barney was in chat, I think he would actually hold the most shares out of all of us. I think. Share counts are part of the thing, but you can sit there and hold through. If you're holding a ton of shares, that is checking some things right now. If you hold a ton of shares, that's great and everything. Sitting waiting on waiting for the MOAS, but I like the fact that on a day when the market is down, and back when the options were still nice and wide open, when we were in my butter zone, we're trading sideways or trading slightly downward, and everyone's just bummed out because how horrible the market's doing, and even through all that, I would still be making money, and it's like. So yeah, a huge share count is a good thing, but also it can be kind of a downer on those days when the market's turning red, and to be able to sit back and market's getting beat down and you're still making money. Hey Trapper, welcome to the chat, man. Happy holidays. Grandpa Barney must donate around a K to Claybro per stream. I don't know about per stream, but certainly a grand a week, I would say, maybe. Yeah, I know we're huge down right now, but man, to me, I look at this and I'm seeing an absolutely gorgeous chart. And the reason why I'm saying it's a gorgeous chart, 28 up to 29.25. So if you look at it, run up, a little bit of a spike, trade sideways for a bit, push down, run up, a little bit of a spike, down, trade sideways for a bit. This could be... I got wrenches everywhere. Trapper giving out the fist bumps to everybody. So we look back, this was Thursday. So for the past 2 days, the past 2 trading days, we've seen a lot of the same pattern on AMC. We see an early push down and a huge run up. And this run up, when you look at it, on both these, in fact, I think technically we are seeing a higher low. So it's a very, very soft ascending level of support there. But the fact is, if you're if you were one looking to day trade AMC, you see a hard push down. If you can bottom tick it, and if it does stop on that bottom tick and start running back up, that is a huge potential for day trading right there. Do you think the SEC will get these hedge funds in order? The hedge funds still seem to be manipulating the market with ease. Well, Elon can, he affects the market with a tweet. But, I don't think there's, a lot of it, Toad, depends on your definition of manipulation. If they are going through, we know they're intentionally driving the price down. So yeah, that could be listed as manipulation. But there are a lot of people out there who have all the different theses regarding trading in dark pools, and there's so much stuff out there, and a lot of times people don't even bother doing DD on it, doing their due diligence. But the fact of the matter is, the Ortex numbers show they borrow shares and they either use them to short the stock or they return them. Well, that is part of market plumbing. That's not because pretty much the AMC community with our buy and hold. Well, in a sense, we're manipulating the market too, because we're holding those shares and keeping the shares available to borrow. How many people go in and turn off their share lending? In order, the ability to borrow shares to short a stock, that is part of market plumbing. So if we go and everyone turns off their share lending to dry up the supply of shares available to short, well, in a sense, we're creating a funnel. We're manipulating the market also. So when people start throwing around the term market manipulation, they need to kind of, it might help to understand the plumbing of the market a little bit better and how things work. Because, if they're, even by, setting limit prices, if the market is sitting at one price and you set a limit to get it to go up, and as it creeps up, as more people set those and through buying and selling, you're affecting the market price. So even just the act of buying and selling can manipulate where the price is. And that's one thing YouTubers have to be careful of. If you go out and say, okay, on this date, all Vape Nation, go out and buy 100 shares, save up, and we're all going to buy 100 shares on such and such a date. Well, that right there, that is market manipulation. That you're affecting the market by telling people, create huge amounts of buying pressure all at the exact same time to drive the price up. That right there, that is an example of market manipulation. But yeah, as far as, I think that the SEC needs to go out, and I think there should be regulations put in place to where short positions have to be covered within a certain time period. I don't think, yes, they have cost to borrow. They are losing money by having these shares, borrowed by shorting their positions. They do have to pay cost to borrow on those. But I think the SEC could step in and say, all short positions have to be closed on like a T35. I know early on people thought that the T35 periods or a T35 plus 2, that those were the keys that were going to be the MOAS, and it's people did a little bit of digging and they kept trying to find things that would result in the MOAS. Everyone is looking for that main catalyst, and that's where a lot of that was actually kind of harmful to the community. People coming out and saying, "Oh, well, this is the catalyst that's going to cause the MOAS," and then that time came and went, and the MOAS didn't happen. And then they kept searching for the next thing in line. What's the next catalyst? What's the next MOAS trigger going to be? And that's why people can kick out their theories, and really, buy and hold is a huge portion of it, but also watching, the trends of the market and knowing, know where your bounce backs are going to be and grow your position accordingly. And that's why, on the chart right now, I was saying that, this chart to me looks absolutely beautiful because, the past 2 trading days, push down, bounce up, push down, bounce up. Well, yeah, if I'm day trading, if I'm looking to make more money so I can buy more shares, seeing that 2 days in a row, man, if we see it open again tomorrow with the exact same pattern, granted, we are starting to see a little bit more of a pullback. I know I'd mentioned earlier we were starting to get a pullback on it because we were trading sideways right about this 28.75 level. And we do have a descending run going right now. Hey, welcome, bot Vom.red. Do you know if the hedge funds use their own money to pay the 1% annual fee on short shares or claim it off their insurance policy? That is, I am not sure how the plumbing works on how they pay it. But you got to remember, the hedge funds that are shorting AMC is not their only position. They may be long on position, maybe long on some other stocks. They could, some of these guys maybe they may have cover call strategies in place that they may have other sources of generating revenue, which is why you look at the sheer amount of money that has been paid out in cost to borrow fees, and if they weren't in any positions, if they were just strictly AMC and that was it, they would have been running out of money long before now. But they have other positions they're playing, so they might be Much like how I sell options positions to generate a little bit of extra revenue, they may be playing other option positions to try and support the shorting of AMC. They're still losing money on AMC, but we don't know what their net is for their total market or total company value because of all the other positions they could be playing. What is the purpose of bots in live streams and comments? I don't know, Janelle, but they are helping my channel. They are helping the YouTube algorithm just by coming in and participating in the chat. I wish the bots would pop in and subscribe. That would be perfect. I would welcome all the bots if they came in and subscribed to the channel. And also, Toad, yeah. So, some of the hedge funds that are doing the shorting, a lot of them are backed by financial institutions, and some of them might be federally insured. So, I'm sure a lot of their position is insured. Some of the positions they're in, they may hold a lot of long positions in high yield dividends. And pretty much if they have positions where they're holding that generate enough monthly income in dividends to absorb their cost to borrow, there are a lot of different mechanisms that hedge funds can use to pay their cost to borrow. And people always, they're like, oh, this company's they're shorting AMC, and when AMC rips, they're going to go out of business. Well, a lot of the larger hedge funds, or even the medium-sized ones, they've got other positions. They're not all in on AMC. Yeah, it's gonna hurt them real bad when AMC rips and they have to cover. But a lot of them have other positions, and some of their other positions might actually be hedging against AMC ripping to the moon. There's no way they're going to be able to soak all of that up, but they can at least try and do a little bit of damage control and mitigate some of those losses. Looks like AMC's waking up just a little bit. We are on the 1 minute candles. Anywhere else on this 2850? Beep boop bop, natto natto. Oh my god, was that a Mork and Mindy reference I just saw pop up on my screen? Natto natto. I think that was the first thing I ever saw Robin Williams in was Mork and Mindy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so while I got y'all in here, yeah, okay, it was Mork and Mindy. Yeah. So I saw a movie this weekend, and it is called Don't Look Up. It is with you're showing your age, yeah. Well, that was on Nick at Night is when I watched it. Nickelodeon used to have a separate late night programming where they had F Troop and everything, and but there's a movie. It's Jennifer Lawrence, I think Glenn Close, the one dude from Superbad, Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill was in it. Leo DiCaprio, whole bunch of people in it. Called Don't Look Up. If you have not watched this movie yet, that is time in your life you will never get back. You could live to be 1 billion years old and you will never get back the time you wasted watching that movie. Some of the science was really good in it, but the movie was it was literally brain vomit. I'll never get that time back in my life. Wrestler, you actually should add. Yeah, it is an awful movie. It was. It, uh, Picture Deep Impact, which Deep Impact was a phenomenal movie, where the elementary school or high school students they see the comet or asteroid coming to hit Earth. Same premise, except halfway through the movie you're cheering for the comet. You're saying, please come down and destroy the planet and wipe all these people off of it, because you thought it was good. Oh man, I just couldn't. I couldn't. Wrestler. So you have to add another emoji on there, because if you know who Joe Camel is, you got the cigarette in the shades. You need the camel in there, and then that it'll be a trio emoji that'll be completely. It'll be complete at that point. Unforgiven was a very good movie. Yeah. In my opinion, that was one of Clint Eastwood's best movies. That every once in a while you get movies that have these biggest takeaway: never trust the government. Yeah. You Got in Toad, Unforgiven. You get these movies that have line deliveries that are just chilling to the bone. And Clint Eastwood in that movie, hell of a thing killing a man. Take everything he has and everything he's gonna have. Lines like that. One of my favorite lines like that of all time. Don't know how many of y'all saw The Hunt for Red October. And I actually, back when I was getting really, only about 30 years old. Yeah. Back when I was getting really cocky on Claybro Stream with the first comments and everything, I actually two-parted the comment from Hunt for Red October, and it was when Baldwin's character goes to meet Skip's I think Skip Johnson it was, and he's telling him about he's showing the pictures of the Hydromagneto caterpillar drive for the Red October. And he tells him, when I was 10 years old, I helped my daddy build a bomb shelter in our basement because some moron parked a dozen warheads 90 miles off the coast of Florida, and this thing could park a couple hundred off Washington and New York. You get those lines in movies to where it's not just the line, but it's the delivery of it. And it's like you get those actors that, just give you that performance. And yeah, Eastwood in Unforgiven was phenomenal. Just so y'all know, my horn mug is perhaps one of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten. That and my fiance, I think it was can't remember if it was Christmas or birthday, she also got me a Viking Hand Axe, which is another one of those beyond super amazing gifts. In fact, is it... Oh, no, I think the axe is in the bedroom. Or wait a minute. Oh. Yeah. This is my Viking Axe. Let me try and get it centered in the camera here. And of course it's got an engraved head on it. Absolutely beautiful pattern engraving on it. Oh, simpler times. I can't wait for the days when all of this is gone and we'll ride horses everywhere we go and carry shields and thank you, Outdoor Smile. Yeah, so she ended up No, my soul wife. Yeah, most people have soulmates. She's my soul wife. She's my gorgeous goddess queen. Yeah, that's what I actually refer to as my soul wife. Looks like something from Skyrim. Yeah, and it's funny because the next holiday that came up, I think it was her birthday. I also got her a Viking axe. A wrestler. Yeah, in fact, I've actually been looking around for. I am trying to find a Viking short sword in. I'd like a Damascus pattern, like a twister or raindrop Damascus, something 1095, 15, and 20 steel. Just I'm not really worried about a high layer count. That's why I think like a twist Damascus might work. But a nice low count to where you have this just this absolutely striking bold pattern on your blade. But yeah, maybe a long sword, but I think a short sword would be more practical, especially up here in the woods. No, Danelle, you got it wrong. It's not his Batman mask. It's his Batman's his real face. His mask is when he goes out in public without the mask on, without being Batman. Yeah, and I'd still oh, oh my God, wrestler. I wonder, if I helped Claybro get ordained. I wonder if he'd be willing to come out to Minnesota. I don't know how the laws work if you're like ordained in one state. If you can, does that are there borders on that type stuff? Because I think it'd be cool to depending upon if we can't find anyone else anyone to do the ceremony, have Claybro do it. Probably a silly question. I know burning Shiba Inu is good for all holders, but why do people burn Shiba? Aren't they throwing money away? Uh, yeah, burning Shiba. Regular people burning Shiba is that is throwing money away, but if each person burned $1 and it caused the price to go up by $2, if that makes sense, you burn a smaller amount and hope for larger gains on the back end. That's about the only reason why individuals burning it, why they might burn it. But when you look at the coin count on Shiba Inu, just how many coins there are, and a regular person burning 1 million coins, it isn't gonna really isn't gonna affect the price that much. And actually, I'm actually kind of curious right now. Let me go in and I love it when people ask me questions I actually want to look up. Agree. Oh my God. Oh God, my portfolio is looking gorgeous right now. The market loves me today, which is good because the market usually hates me. Well, it doesn't usually hate me. It hates me a decent amount. Let's see. I want to. amount in Shib. Make sure I got enough zeros on here. Yeah, so even if you were to burn 1,000,000 Shib, it's less than $40 right now. Spy hitting all-time high? Yeah, Spy's just yeah, recovering nicely from this dip right here. Nice, 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 nice run. So let's look. Push down. So the 20th is when it got hammered. 21st, a little bit of a gap up, pulled down. It traded downward almost to fill the gap. Running. 22nd. Run up. Yeah, that is just great price action. I would be leery right now just because of, you know, the last time it had a good when it was overbought, it did pull back really hard. Now that of course was going in before Christmas. Coming off. So yeah, it ran from overbought all the way down into oversold and started running back up, and it has been in overbought range for quite a while. Now it needs to drag it with AMC, yeah. That would be nice if the Spy dragged AMC with it when it's running upward, not when it turns around and goes downward. But Riptide, the thing is, yeah, you can look at the Spy for that, but the real problem is AMC is not in the Spy. It is in the Russell 2000. So as we can see, let's take the Russell from the morning, where so yeah, Russell got pushed down a bit, bounced, had a lower low, and then started to pick up. So kind of a funky W, you know, not all the way down, not a matching W. It had a lower low on it, but it did bounce and recover and started upward trend. And now, for the most part, you know, zoomed out like this, for the most part, the IWM is trading sideways. Now, if we take from the IWM and looking, see how it's held its level through, and then jump over to AMC on the 1 minute, you see matching, not exactly. Now, whereas the Russell started a downward trend immediately, AMC ran up and then played catch up down, you know, ran down to meet the IWM, and then it caught the same upward channel of support, traded sideways for quite a bit, and it has gotten pushed lower, but looks like it is stabilizing in a little bit lower of a corridor here. So if you look at the top off this, right about the 2880, and push that through, you'll see that was actually, you know, fairly decently holding up as a level of support. It pushed through, and so that 2880 is looking like on the intraday it's turned into a little bit of resistance. But yeah, I wish they would follow S&P 500. In fact, we haven't checked the Qs today. Let's go ahead since we check the other three major indices that we watch here. Yes, same thing. The Qs, which is the NASDAQ 100, they've got a nice upward channel going also. I don't think as steep as the SPY on the 1 minute. Yeah, not as steep as the Spy. Spy's definitely running better, but Nasdaq's following the same trend. Give me just a second here. A salt and pepper shot. I'm 5'9", but 6'1" with boots and bad ears. That's funny. Yeah, how far above green are we? Let me get on my other site. HEER's down. Yeah, AMC's hovering just above green on the day. What was AMC at open? 28.37. So what is everyone else up to? Oh my goodness, it's our man, I swear, I have so much fun in here. I don't even realize how fast the time is flying by. It's already 1:37 here. Oh, the options chain on AMC. Let me go in single. Okay, let's see. 484052. 484052. Yeah, 29 does look to be max pain. Looking at both calls and puts, 29 would be more painful. 30's not far behind. But yeah, 29 would be max pain on the day. Eating chocolate and looking at the burn wallet for Shiba. I'm at work for this. I'm at work for this overtime. Brandon, Florida. Oh, we got another Floridian. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Danelle. We'll see you later on. Hopefully see you in the Claybro stream, which he should be going live in 50 minutes roughly. But yeah, as always, thank you for stopping by. If you wanted to, of course, everyone smash the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you know anyone looking to get involved in the stock market or just looking for a place to hang out, let your friends and family know. Trapper supposed to be off, but double time. I have to get it. Yeah, that's definitely nothing wrong with that, Trapper. I tried grabbing some extra overtime on Thursday last week before starting my vacation, but I came in early to do a little bit of. I had to change out a fiber optic node, and basically took down an entire town, or fairly decent sized area. And we can't do that when people are awake, and some people working from home, some businesses, so I have to come in during off hours to do that, and those get really bad when the weather gets horrible at night. Lucky for me, I timed it out to where it was only about, I think it only got down to like 18 degrees that night, so I timed it out temperature wise. I timed it really, really good. Oh, wait a minute. I was looking at the wrong numbers for that max pain. I was on 11 days out. No, looking at it, max pain actually is most definitely going to be the $30 mark. We're looking at just shy of 13,005 between calls and puts at 30, and we've got 5.9, just under 10,000 at the 29 mark. So at 39 it'd actually be max pain. I always like saying max pain is max pain every week is $1,745 a share and 81 cents. For me, that's max pain for the hedge funds. Just shy of $1,750 a share. That's when they'd be feeling the max pain, in my opinion. Yes, I might zoom back out a bit. AMC Entertainment. Okay, just news article there. I don't know, do those pop up on your screen when I... No, y'all can't see it. Okay. They got these, on a Weeble, they got the little yellow note cards or whatnot on there that you can click on, and they just kind of tell you what's going on with stocks. I just wonder. I wonder if with this week being lower volume, I wonder if I could get away with some covered calls on AMC for this week. I'm looking at some of the premiums that are available, and it might be worth a little bit of a position. I do have free capital, so I'd be able to easily set stop losses, so I wouldn't be too worried. Just contemplating. I'm not a fan of playing covered calls when it's this low, because all it takes is with how low the volume is, a decent amount of buying pressure steps in, and they could literally blow right through those covered calls. If I were to enter into a small position, it would only be I'd only be looking at 5 or 10%. I wouldn't do the full 25 to 30% that I usually like to do, just because of how risky it is. But I'm not even sure these premiums right now are worth the risk, because it'd be way too easy for a run up to push through and trigger my stop losses. So in essence, I could just be throwing money away to the hedge funds, and that's not something I want to do. I think it is certainly safer on the low end for bolt puts. AMC broke the downtrend. Oh wow, that is nice. Where did that come from? Almost 175,000 volume in that minute. On the 3 minute. Let me add. Yeah, it has started up. Anyone have Fidelity? Nope, I do not. I have Fidelity as a backup, but I don't actually have anything in it. Hey, DD214, when'd you pop in? I didn't even see you pop into chat here. Was I not paying attention? No. Yeah, I saw you give the thumb up until Danelle by, but it didn't pop in my head that. Yeah, I have Fidelity. Fidelity is my backup in case I've got to dump a brokerage. Uh, I've got TD Ameritrade set up with nothing in it, just as a place to, if I've got to move everything in a hurry, that's where I can dump it off at. But I have not actually done any trading on it. Riptide and Wrestler both use TD Ameritrade. I had thought about TD Ameritrade. Unfortunately, one of my family members had issues with it. Oh, you jumped in when I was talking about Red October? Oh, okay, yeah. Took me for a minute. I'm like, Ref October. It was like, did we have a market pullback in October? I don't remember talking about that, but yeah, when I was talking about the movies earlier, yeah. Another really good movie like that has an absolutely chilling delivery on it. And it's weird. It's another one based off a Tom Clancy book. Is The Sum of All Fears, when the neo-fascist is talking to Parliament in Europe, and he's talking about how Hitler wasn't crazy, Hitler was stupid, and you don't fight Russia and America, you get America and Russia to fight each other and destroy each other. That, man, there's some movies out there, you go and you watch them and you just, it just gives you chills. You're like, man, that dude is so evil, or just epic deliveries. LOL, Specchel? Specchel? What's a Specchel? That's a joke, of course. What are some other ones? I haven't really bounced around too much. Yeah, it was a long weekend of not looking at the market. I popped in. I think over the weekend I looked at Shib twice. Just to pop in and see how it's doing. I got on my BlockFi wallet a couple times. Yeah, and the 3 minute AMC is looking real good there. Let's jump back on the 1 minute. See, yeah, we're getting some good. Nice little pointer sister there. So excited, I just can't hide it. Yeah, let's see if it runs up, holds. Might see a little bit of a pullback, but if this is a start of an upward trend, that'll definitely be good. What was the volume on that candle? Quarter of a million on that candle right there. Yeah, that's so it is. Well, we're coming up. Yeah, we're actually a little bit short of a power hour here, so we're getting a nice little pre-power hour run up going. I'm just checking the volume on all these candles. Yeah, 174 and then 261. Be interesting to see what this candle ends up doing. Yeah, just wanted to. I was going to start pulling up some other stocks because, again, my railroads are doing good on CSX. Iron Mountain is doing okay. One thing that's really nice to see, lithium and uranium are both picking up a bit. Those are some of the materials that I'm in on. I like lithium, I like uranium, EV batteries. I'm not a fan of the EV vehicle craze. I think there are other solutions. There can be horse and carriage. Nothing wrong with horse or just horse. If you don't have to move anything, just one place to another on horseback. Toad, during the MOAS, will AMC continuously be suspended, i.e., jumps temp? Yeah, one, definitely, you got into it. This is definitely something you should know. Going into the MOAS, when it starts to rip, there will be circuit breaker halts constantly. It will. I'm not sure if it's over a 1 minute period, but yeah, you can expect circuit breaker halts throughout the MOAS, and you'll see huge candles pop up, and then you may see a 3 minute suspension of trading or 5 minute suspension. I think the most they would go is a 5 minute trading halt, which in the market is just forever. And really, they put the circuit breaker halts out there as a form of protection, but I'm not really sure how much they protect the market because people are still going to be waiting to just keep driving it up. Just, they should let to throw off momentum. That's a huge part of it, wrestler. They say it's for people's own goods and they say it's for the good of the market, but yeah, they're just trying to break momentum to keep stuff from getting out of hand. Yeah, it might be over 10% on a 1 minute or over 10% on a 3 minute, and then it gets like a 5 minute like a 5 minute halt in trading or something, or I don't know how long. Might actually be interesting to go through and look at all the different levels of the halts. In fact, let me see if I can pull that up right now. Uh, Circuit breaker, stock market. I'm doing a real quick look through, and this is off of Investopedia that I'm looking at right now. Just so y'all know what sources I'm using for checking this. Okay, they're talking about different level declines, level halts. Level 1 or Level 2 halts trading on all exchanges for 15 minutes unless they're triggered after 3:25 p.m. Level 3 circuit breaker halt will be for the remainder of the day. Now those look like declines. No, I've seen stocks fall more than 20% in a day, and their trading wasn't halted for the day. So yeah, I don't know how. Not sure about Wikipedia or Investopedia if this is reliable or not. Tier 1 on Russell. Yeah, I think I might actually go through and look some of this up and try and see exactly. I've seen stocks fall greater than 20% and not get halted for the day. So I don't know if it's dependent on volume or what, but definitely something I'll look into to see if I can find out exactly what levels there are. Okay, so we did see a bit of a run up. Now it'll be interesting on AMC to see if we get a new channel developing, or if we're looking to hold this and maybe trade a bit sideways. But it is nice to see a little bit of upward push. And are we in power hour yet? Almost. We got 4 minutes till power hour starts. Pull back on the day. I'm still up 3.5% on the day. That's not bad. Yeah, AMC's up 1.37 on the day. So yeah, that's it is a good day in the market. What is going on with Shib? Shib on the 5. Okay, Shib's going through a little bit of a pullback there. After the huge run up here, a pullback is expected. As much as we all would like it, it can't just run and run and run and run. It has to take a breather here and there. Check Doge. Doge has just been all over the place. Go down, have a look at how am I sitting on Doge. I know Doge is doing okay. Close. I don't care about that. Yeah, I'm still down on Doge. My average is a little bit over 23.5 cents. No, no, I've seen actual stocks during a daytime period fall 40% and they still trade. Now I'm wondering, some of those might have been OTC. OTC, that place is the Wild West. But I thought I saw listings on the New York Stock Exchange that had fallen, at least 30% and we're still trading. So I just don't know if that Investopedia is accurate at all. Yeah, let's close that out. Let's go back over to check my site number 3. Ooh, who's getting... Bat is getting feisty. Is back? Oh yeah, Bat is getting feisty. Okay. Oh, that is gorgeous. AMC ripping. I mean, they had two largest candles. I think these might be the two largest candles of the day. Oh wait, what do we have here? Oh no, we had another. Oh, yeah, this one is a little bit smaller. We have had 2 over a quarter of a million. Okay, there's our. Can anyone beat that? Yeah. Straight ripping. $441 looks like our largest candle. Yeah, earlier in the day, you just get there's a lot more excitement earlier in the day, and a lot of that could be trades that came in off market hours, and they're just all getting executed early in the morning. Skipping right through the 30s, yeah, a shot up to 40 by the end of the day, that would be ripping. AMC is giving nice positive price action going into going into power hour. We're definitely looking good there. Yeah, bat is looking real good. How are Pax and Die are the only ones, or Pax and Day? Those are the only two cryptos in my wallet that aren't green on the day. Uniswap is right now 10 cents is ripping. Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. Bat and Uniswap have both been doing really good. No idea what was going on with this candle. All right, Trapper. Thanks for stopping by, man. We'll see you over on Clay Bros here in less than a half hour. And of course, if you know any peeps that might be interested, if you want to share the channel out on social media, out on YouTube, or not YouTube, out on Facebook, Twitter, let your peeps know. Cool place to hang out. Just a bunch of cool dudes hanging out. If this upward trend continues, I easily close above 29 today. Maybe 29.50. That might be a little bit of a stretch. We really have to see buyers stepping in. I'd love to see 29.50 by the end of the day, though. That'd be great. What is this doing for the options? I would feel a lot better if calls for the week would get over 10,000 at the 30 mark. Me personally, Toad, yeah, I'm looking. I think the lower range, I'm looking, 1250 for the lower range, upper range maybe 1750. I like a nice $500 spread like that. My price prediction that I've been giving is $1,748.81. That's my magic MOAS number that I'm calling for the price to the cent. I'm calling it to the cent there. But yeah, I'm figuring we'll get up 1700, 1750. That's the high end of my prediction. Of course, for me personally, looking at my own personal accounts and finances and all that type stuff, if we hit, we always hear people talk about life-changing money. And for me, with my share count and my plans and my future, if we hit $500 a share, that's a high enough MOAS. That $500 a share is my life-changing money. Yeah, that is a very exact number. I believe AMC will run to $1,748.81. That is my exact number I'm calling for the MOAS. Yeah, these Friday calls, I would like to see see more contracts step in and see that 30 break 10,000. Now, of course, it is a lower volume. You look at the $40 strike price; they're over 10,000. But I would like to see I'd like to see more people step in at the 30. Step in at these key psychological levels, because you look on either side of the 30, talking a couple thousand down. Look at the 35s, and 2,000 there, 3,000 there. The contracts bookending the 35s don't even equal 5,000 contracts. $35, $78, $30. That's your number, Riptide? Matt. Riptide, I hope that I am wrong and you are right. I would certainly love 35, 78, 32. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to grab my notebook. I'm going to write down Riptide's prediction. Where is my good notebook? Ah, here it is. Let's do this like the Price is Right. Oh. Okay, here we go. Let's call this MOAS prices. MOAS prices. Frank CFV $1,748.81. Riptide. Hey, I would rather you be right than me be right, because your being right is easily double what mine is. $3,578.32. Fantasy 5. Oh, and Outdoor Smiles giving out lotto numbers now. Yeah, everyone go get your lotto tickets. $94 is your prediction. Cool number, wrestler, but to me, anything under $100, I don't even think it's going to slow down blowing by 100. Those are nice numbers, but I would like more. Well, yeah, everybody, of course, would. 94 starts the MOAS. Yeah, 94 could kick off the MOAS. We had $100 a share, and that could be the MOAS trigger right there. But yeah, everyone, of course, would like more, and that's I would like, I've got certain areas, I want to go through and basically go through and build out a chart, like a spreadsheet, showing, even if I can actually plot it out on a graph chart and start figuring out parabolic arcs and stuff, and figure out, you know, if it runs this high in this short of a time period, pop 10% right there, and then watch for it to hit this level for another, step out at different levels, maybe do, 5 steps at 10% on the way up, and then when you think you peak, that's when you pop the other 50%. But that way, if there is a pullback, you can still capture, those 10% where you can. And if it pulls back, and if it wasn't actually the MOAS, it was like, I don't want to say fake out, but if it runs up and pulls back and they still haven't covered everything, at least when it comes back down, you've got a lot more capital to buy more shares on the low end. And part of it also, when the MOAS happens and it starts to rip, I'm going to be looking for, on the way down, to maybe as we're cresting 1,000, go a couple of weeks out. Once the option chain gets built far enough, I might buy some puts to catch it on the way down. I might make money on both ends of it, because that's, doesn't matter whether the stocks are going up or down, you can make money both directions. So yeah, we got my price prediction, and we got Riptide's price predictions in already. Get this up and going. Oh. Yeah, if it's blasting Riptide, yeah, Wrestler. Okay, I'll get you down on here, Wrestler. Wrestler, $1.94 even. You don't want to throw a couple pennies on there. Hey, Susan Henry bot. Wrenches, bot, attack. Oh, and there's pullback on AMC. Okay, 94.78. There we go, Wrestler. Toad is saying 500. Toad, you want 500 even, or you think we might get a little bit of a punch through? Yep, pullback as usual. Toad, I've got your 500, but if you wanted to add, if you wanted to round that, or throw some coinage just so it's not an even amount. I'm an agent of chaos, to quote the Joker. With Wrestler in the chat, I'm quoting Joker. Okay, Toad says 500 even. All right. So Toad is predicting that paper handlers, day traders, and hedge funds that are long on the position will have limit orders set at the $500 mark, and everything will execute on a $500 halt and turn around from there. So that is from the Toad. Oh my god. Hey guys, Victor beat me to first comment on Clay Roast stream. That's a live update for y'all. Victor actually beat me into the live chat over there. Riptide, I'm not even logging into my account until it breaks 800, and even so, not looking for the sell button. Yeah. We're staying here. Well, I'm going to be popping over probably into Claybros here shortly. You'll time him out when he comes in here. Like I said, 214, 500 for me is life changing money. That is, if it runs up to $500 a share, I haven't. That'll be enough to where I'll be able to pay capital gains tax on the money I earn, and wipe the slate clean. Everything all vehicles paid off, everything paid off at that point. So for me, that is life changing money because I will owe no one anything. And from that point, every bit of money on that, on the day of the MOAS, I can go in and bump my 401k up to 25-30%. Hey, there are those numbers again, 25-30%, and I'll have my regular monthly recurring, like my cell phone, car insurance, all that type of stuff. But everything after that, we just have to watch. Everything after that would just be, I can invest. I can invest in pretty much whatever I want. We are looking. Wow. I mean, technically, I can be in two places right at once right now. How many vehicles do I own? I've got a 2018 Titanium EcoSport 4-wheel drive, and I've got a 2012 Harley Wide Glide. And I still owe a bit on the bike, not too much, but being able to pay the car off will be nice. And I did have a debt from before, so all my debt's been consolidated, and that way, MOAS happens, I can just wipe out all additional debt. I'm also an addict. I have an undisclosed amount of guitars, and I also have multiple drum sets and mandolin, and I got a lot of music gear, so. And I'm sure after the MOAS I'll have additional music gear. Yeah, DD214, 500 is too low. I'm looking at 1,500, 5,000, 10,000. I like Jason Newsted and Before Metallica. I don't. No, that's already paid off. 214. I don't. I heard Saint Anger, and the sound of Lars Ulrich's snare sounded like sounded like trash. Uh, she has guitars also. She also plays. So, hey Victor, thanks for popping over, man. Yeah, definitely. That was some of the best Metallica. Uh, one was just yeah. One was one of the greatest songs ever, in my opinion. That and "Fade to Black." Do not time out Victor for beating me to be first in chat over on Clay Bros. "Fade to Black" was a really powerful. The entire "And Justice for All" album was perhaps their best work, in my opinion. Now, of course, that was Jason Newsted. I loved Cliff Burton as a bass player. He's a phenomenal bass player too. Uh, and really, after how wrong Metallica did Jason Newsted, and then they brought, I don't even know the name of the new guy. I don't even know his name, and I have no desire to know his name. I just after Newsted left, I quit Metallica. I quit them. 9 people in the chattage rejoice. Is it 9 people? Riptide, it's funny you mentioned Gordon Lightfoot. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. In fact, my first concert was Metallica and Guns N' Roses at the Superdome in New Orleans, and Faith No More opened for them. So that was a really good concert, except for the fact that Faith No More they tried using their own sound rather than the house sound, and it wasn't good audio. And I like Faith No More. Epic is like one of those iconic songs, also. Once a band member is out, it's not the same. Yeah, but what they did to I understand they were distraught over losing Cliff Burton, but what they did to Newsted, that's not professional. So Riptide, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. I'll try and get it close enough for you to see. This is a snow globe that my mom got me for Christmas. So I got a snow globe of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And also, I was talking about it earlier, and I'm going to go and get it framed. This is actually a map of all the shipwrecks on the Great Lakes. Yeah, because Gordon Lightfoot's two biggest were the Wreck Me and Fitzgerald, and it wasn't. Didn't he do Race Among the Ruins? I think that was Gordon Lightfoot. All right, let's see. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. I still have my '96 Metallica concert shirt from Tampa. Riptide, it's funny you mentioned Gordon Lightfoot because I have no idea who he is. Wrestler Gordon Lightfoot sung a lot of ballads. A lot of folk music, ballad type stuff. Epic is good. Laurie's brother. Who is... Radiohead. Just got listening to Peyton Parrish, Viking Chants. Listen to it while trading. Riptide, you like if you like Viking type music, there is a band called Gry, and they have a song called "In the Arms of Mara," and it is Russian folk metal, more folky than metal, but still, it is actually currently one of my favorite songs, and I highly, highly, highly recommend checking that one out. Of course, I like. Oh, Lori Lightfoot. Oh my God. Okay, Lori Lightfoot. Yeah. Mayor of Chicago. Yeah. Let me see if I can type in here. I'm not sure if mine pop up when I'm actually on the stream. God, my spacebar's noisy. Did that pop up in chat, Riptide? Yeah, that I like that. Vardruna, his vocals are absolute. Yeah, welcoming me to the chat. Vardruna, Helvegan is such, or Helvegan is such a powerful piece of music. I've gotten into a lot of the Celtic and Viking, and my family, a lot of it's of Norse descent. I have Viking blood in my veins. So yeah, it's I love all the kind of music like that, and the Mongolian throat singers, the Who. I love their music. Music's that one thing that joins everyone together, and it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. Everyone can appreciate good music. In fact, so how many people? I know quite a few of you have been in the chat before, right? And you may notice a different background. I actually I was jamming out this weekend, so I actually changed up my guitar rotation in the background because I did have I had my Harley Benton Les Paul, and I think my Ibanez acoustic. Yeah, my Ibanez acoustic. They were up top there for a while, but now I've got my Paul Reed Smith and my BC Rich Mockingbird. My War Beast Mark III up in the background. Hey, another bot popped in. Okay, got to take a quick break. See you in a bit. I'll leave the channel up for algo. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because I had my I was doing a lot of playing on my acoustic there for a while, and broke out the amps and was no. Broke out the amps, was playing a little bit of a Monomarth on the War Beast, because that's a 7-string back there. And if I want to play a little bit more bluesy type stuff, I grab my Paul Reed Smith, because that one is one of the few guitars that I still own that has a tremolo on it. Because I haven't had a Les Paul with a tremolo in not since I was a teenager. So God, so it's 2:30. Claybro still is not up on his stream. Yeah, but definitely cool having Victor pop over here. No, Claybro said he just went live. Not getting the reminder though. Okay, there it is. Let me. What type of music's that, Simon? That Illuvit? Yeah, he's live now. Yeah, let me write that band down. Eluvete. Inismona. Folk metal? Cool. Yeah, I like me some folk metal. Oh, hang on, I got another phone call. Oh. That one I didn't even have to answer to know it was a spam junk call. Can you put Clay on live in the background? Oh, Celtic Vikings from Ireland? Hey, let me I'll hear if he comments on me getting beat to the.
Good afternoon, guys. We are back Monday afternoon.
It's Matt Kors.
Another slow day, but it's all right. Victor, first in the chat. Beat Frank on that one. Very nice, Victor. Good job. We got Frank in here. Also, Keith, Victor, Delicious, and Doug.
Okay. Dude, that was my store ringer, and I answered the phone. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, it was Matt Kors. Oh, Matt Kors was calling me. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, I like a lot of the Viking music, Celtic, Viking metal, folk metal, all of it. Kind of have a peek at the chat here over on Clay's channel. How many people we still got hanging out in here? Yeah, still got Outdoor Smile. We got Simon in here. Ugandan Toad. Yeah, still kind of hanging out. Just there we go. It's a Spy. Spy had a little bit of a pullback. It's starting to go on a run now. Who's this Clay guy? Yeah. There is the pullback on AMC. Yeah, Victor, he gave you the shout out for beating me into chat. Hey, Victor, I appreciate you subscribing, man. If you know anyone who might be looking to support the channel, might be looking to get involved in stock market, look at options. The word of mouth is how channels grow. People sharing it, people liking it. It's all appreciated, man. Let me. Kind of scrolling up through the chat right here because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything through here. Silence on my channel, Victor? Oh, you're talking. Well, I think Toad asked if I could have Claybro on in the background. I don't know how that works with the YouTube algorithm, though. I don't want to do anything to get in trouble as far as copyright takedowns, though. Ugh. Yeah, but Power Hour is definitely going the wrong direction here. I gotta move my camera just a skosh without affecting too much. There we go. That's where I normally have it. Yep, whole bunch of selling pressure coming in on AMC. So with that selling pressure stepping in, let's see how that's affecting bull puts. No, I don't like the 4 days. Yeah, see the bull puts now, the 25-26s that I was looking at earlier, gaining a little bit. Actually, I don't know why these ones have gained value and all the others around them have lost value. That is kind of odd. But yeah, I got you on my phone and Clay on my tablet. Oh, well, that's awesome. I've got. I don't know how me watching my own streams would count towards my own count. I don't know if it would count me as watching it as interaction. But yeah, so of course I've got everything on my computer, and I got Clay on my phone. I do have a tablet floating around here that I could fire up and have myself on there. Oh, Toad, that's cool. I always try to support both channels. If I could support my own and support Clay at the same time, definitely. And it looks like Devil's Advocate's putting a whole bunch of... I feel so neglected by Devil's Advocate, though, because he was one of the main reasons I launched the channel as fast as I did, and got the basically he jump started me into the live streaming, and now he never stops by and visits anymore. I feel so neglected. Just closing out some day trades. Yeah, looking at... Yeah, you never can predict. Well, I don't know how... I don't like buying options against AMC. But man, day trading some puts on AMC, they would have been printing hardcore. Spy's like really erratic today. It had that gorgeous long run up. Oh, Apple? Well, let's Oh, you heard the phone ring. Yeah, stupid spam calls. Uh, we've got a cordless cell phone set that has two or three other handsets, and I cannot figure out on the base because I have the main one here here in my media room, and I cannot figure out how to turn the volume down because I would shut the ringer off completely on that. I hate having the ringer on that. Day trading Apple. Are you talking from this big, from the nice steady run up they've had all day? Because if that's the case, you're looking at $4, $3 a share, or $3 from the bottom tick. Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, nothing wrong with 2% gain. Or were you just doing shares, or was that on calls? I actually wonder. Let me jump out on the half hour on Apple. So Apple has a nice upward trend going. Apple is also a weekly option. Just trading shares, yeah. That's kind of what I was guessing. So Apple's bull put contracts have a 250 spread, so you'd need $250 per contract to enter on these. And looking at the values that you're getting, small swings hitting rather than big swings. Well, yeah, that is those small swings. Taking a little bit here and there. That is a good format for trading. That's why you look here at PROG, and I've got the double channel set up. Oh, can I actually see it there? Oh, you have Apple in your long term. Yeah, that's Yeah, Prague is in that super super discount zone because this is one that I was looking at to do rapid back and forth trading on it. Let me handle some administrative duties on Claybro's side. Tell everyone to smash that like button. And let me check my granddaddy out. That is just erratic. That is such a just not no good structure to that. That's you kind of want to see more stability in a stock. Ford was actually the first stock that I bought. And let me go ahead and get in here. Okay, here we go. Let's drop a line at 1248. Boom. Change our color to gold. Yeah, I love Ford too. And if you look, we'll jump out on the daily. There, that is actually my average on Ford right now. So as you can see, on Ford, my average is sitting really, really pretty. I wonder if there was just a way to. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Um, all the times I play on here, I just stuff I wish I would have found sooner. I like doing the charting now. I never really was a fan of it. We're about the same. Okay, so you're right about the 1250 range also. What I want to do is go through. I thought about going through and seeing, figure out exactly how many positions I have in my long-term investment portfolio, and coming back over to Webull and just buying $1 in each of them, just so I can track them. I can track my full portfolio on the Webull desktop. I always thought about doing that. That right there, dividend. It was so nice when they brought their dividend back. Actually, I almost wonder. I wonder. I could technically throw my Bluetooth in my ear and be listening to Claybro at the same time. Rather than having it on and worrying about the copy. I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything like that. But to be able to hear what's going on in his stream, just put my Bluetooth in and have it cranked up. AMC flat on the day, 5% down, 2% up now, flat. Yeah, let's whoa. That looks weird. Oh my god, does that look weird? So that's how people always got their stuff to look so different. That's kind of cool. I like that. Well, God, it was only a couple of weeks ago I started actually putting lines on my chat or on my chart rather than just kind of looking and eyeballing. I did a lot of trading just by eyeballing the chart, and the fact that how good I was at running those bull puts and everything and covered calls and just kind of watching the trends without actually dropping lines. So is Clay talking about anything funny over there? Anything good? It's kind of weird having, knowing that he's streaming right now and I'm not actually watching his stream or listening to it. Alright guys, I have to go. I'm off work today, so I'm getting ready to hit the gym. Hey, have fun at the gym, man. Certainly glad you popped in, glad you hung out, spent some time here. It was definitely a fun day. And I actually think I'm going to be wrapping it up here, guys, because kind of hungry. I haven't eaten yet today, so I think I might grab me some lunch and then jump in on Clay's stream and go hang out with him for a bit. And all right, well, I want to thank everyone for coming by. Certainly had a lot of fun. It was cool. Just I like the days when we could just kind of hang out in here, and of course, we always want to see the market ripping. We always want to see everybody making money. But it's cool just to be able to hang out, talking music, and just everything else. It was a good day. It was a fun day, and I really enjoyed just hanging out with y'all. So let's definitely continue doing this, and I shall see some of you in Claybro stream, and if not, I'll catch you next time, and let's do this again tomorrow. So hope each and every one of you have a great and wonderful, amazing day. Not stealing Claybro's thunder there, but if I leave the screen on for chart or something, I'll keep the channel on for algo. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down because there's some people who come back behind and watch the streams, and I don't want them to see a 7 hour long stream and not want to watch the replay of it because it's that many hours long. I might start doing that in the future. I know TMI does that, but usually on TMI chats there's a few more people in chat, and they're usually having conversations with each other, and we're still in that growing phase. So that's definitely something I'll look towards doing in the future. But I'll see all y'all later, and again, thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out for a bit, and let's do this again next time. So everyone have a great day.